Okay, there. Okay. So just coming into, oops, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Still transmitting, okay. Oh geez, that's all I need to do is break this one after getting it replaced. Okay, let's rock side to side. Oh yeah, let's get those hips open. Oh, just picking up one sitting bone and then deeply pressing it into your mat as you lift the other. Just this nice rocking back and forth. Good for the lower back, good for the hips. And I forgot to mute. I'm just going to mute just in case someone makes noise and then takes over the screen and you lose me. So what I'm going to do is mute all. Here we go. Just in case you're not muted. There we go. Mute all. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. So you got enough pressing up and down of the hips. Now you just settle into them. Just settle into your hips. Let your knees splay open to the sides. Close your eyes for a moment here. And just connect with your breath. All right, so let's just try to line things up, okay? We're going to get the spine and the jaw and the shoulders in position. So draw your navel back, press it back, back, back toward your spine. Hold that. Now press that energy down to the sitting bones. All right, now drop your shoulders, lift your heart slightly, slide your chin back. Now lift your shoulders up towards your ears, roll them back, and feel yourself placing your wing bones deep and low into your back body. Soften the inner thighs. Notice if there's anywhere where you're holding tension here. So if you have everything lined up, it's easier to sit straight without using too much energy, without getting fatigued. All right, slide your hands back and we're going to do some hip rolls here, circling. Oh yeah, just let that head roll. Let the neck release as you do this. Breathing deeply, hearing your breath. All right, now make the circles a little bigger and keep the energy behind the belly working. So it's as if you feel the energy behind the belly is also circling as your torso is circling. All right, because that's your engine right there. All right, take it back to center. Just gonna take my jacket off here. All right. All right. Now, again, let's recalibrate. Draw the navel back, press it down to the sitting bones, and kind of automatically you feel the heart lift. Shoulders up to the ears. Now press them back. Now push those sitting bones, excuse me, the scapula, the wing bones deep into your back. Now slide your chin back. Remember the way you circled? Go the other direction. So just hip circles in the other direction. And this time, if you want a little bit more, press your palm into the opposite leg that the torso is moving toward, right? So you just kind of get to open the lower back and the hip a little bit with this movement, a little bit more as you press down. Okay, so we're just warming up. We're just beginning to feel our bodies here. Yeah, let the neck release, let the head roll. And bring it back to center. Slide that chin back. Drop the shoulders. Right arm comes up. Right elbow bends, takes the side of the head. Right ear to the right shoulder. There we go. Lateral neck muscles there, left side. Now, notice what's happening in your right shoulder. Drop it away from your ear. Yeah, yeah. So what you do is you just have no resistance in that right shoulder at all. It just is just really, really relaxed as you press into the head. Okay, those of you who want more, draw that left arm out. Take the palm behind you, open up the fingers, light up the palm. Take the arm back, bend the elbow, give yourself a bind, tuck into that bind, drop the left shoulder, press into the head a little more. All right, so if you don't like that bind, then just keep the hand on the leg. Now release everything, the bind and the hand from your head. Get in a nice neutral position again. Slide your chin back. Left arm comes up. Drop that right shoulder. Bend the arm. It takes the side of the head. Just a nice, easy position. And then press it down to the side. So you want all of this to be just kind of gentle. Okay, drop your left shoulder and your right shoulder. No resistance in either shoulders. Breathing into the right lateral neck muscles. You can open your mouth, unlock your jaw here. And oops. Remember that add-on? Right arm comes out to the side. This is only if you want to. It's just an add-on. Turn the palm back, pinky forward. There's a tricep. Do you feel it? Bring the arm back. Bend the elbow. Take the top of the hand into the body and really just tuck it in there. Tuck it in. Now drop the head some more. Just accessing a little bit deeper into the right neck space, top of the right shoulder. And if you close your eyes, notice the feeling between your eyelids and your eyeballs, even within your eyeballs, that nice release. And bring your head back to center, release everything. Drop the shoulders, take the chin back, look up toward the ceiling gently, down to the floor gently. Keep the chin to the chest, squeeze it there, squeeze, drop the elbows. Now take your hands, interlace your fingers behind your skull. Okay, now you got a hold of the back of your skull, drop your elbows towards your knees, back of the neck, upper back. Getting both of them here, Andrea. And again, notice that feeling behind the eyeballs and in the forehead. Mind really relaxes when we work on the neck. More. Let that upper spine curve. Let the head fall. And bring it up again. Take your feet in front of you. They're parallel. Grab a hold of your shins. I'll go sideways so you can see about how far away my feet are. All right, like this. So get a hold of those shins, grab them. Elbows are bent, bring them in towards your thighs. Lift the heart, drop the shoulders, and just slightly look up, just slightly. Squeeze the shoulder blades together here. Yeah, that's it. Now release, lengthen the arms, curve your spine, drop your head. Just sit the way you were told not to sit. Right? When you were a kid, like all curved. Get that spine nice and open. Now again, bend the elbows, keep them close to the spine, squeeze them in. Now, when you're here, I want you to just feel as if you're squeezing your shoulder blades together as you lift your head slightly toward the ceiling. You're going to feel this in your upper back. Now again, release, straightening the arms. One more time, sit it straight, squeeze in with the elbows, lift the heart, lift the forehead, squeeze those muscles together between your wing bones. Squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. Keep the shoulders low and release. I'm trying to think if we should go down. Let's go down. Let's do some core. I don't think we did core last week. In fact, I don't think we did at all. Okay, dig those heels in, toes up, bring those arms out. Again, lift the heart, drop the shoulders. You're holding onto this huge platter. Pull your navel back, come back about halfway to the ground or so. If you can't go that deep, that low, that's fine. Hold it here, hold it here. Now bring your heels off the ground if you can. Heels come back. Grab that tray, lift up just a little bit, and then come back to where you were. Lift and lower. Okay, the lifting, you can feel as if like something's attached to your chest. It's going diagonally up to your ceiling, and you're just getting lifted by that. And then released back again. And then lift. Ready to go all the way down? Let's do it one vertebrae at a time. Take your time, everyone. Put on the brakes using your abdominals. One vertebrae at a time. All right, full body stretch, arms overhead. Oh, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Flex your heels, let them bounce off the ground. Open up your toes, spread them apart. Keep that energy. Press down into your calves. Now draw your navel down. Keep that all going down, right from the navel down, okay? Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Take your hands together, intertwine, bend the elbows. Take your hands under your head. All right, now soften those heels to the ground. All right, bend your knees, place your feet into the mat, make them parallel. 11 style. Open those elbows nice and deep. Now listen, draw your navel to the ground and feel your lower back flatten into your mat. Keep that, keep that. So keep those lower abdominals working, doing that. Now just lift a little bit with the head and the shoulders. Okay, little bit more. Okay, now press into the back of your head and take your chin to your chest. Abdominals and neck. Now release the head. You're looking back up at the ceiling. Open those elbows wide. Bring those knees up over your hips. Flex both heels. Pull the navel down again. All right. Send the right leg straight out and the left knee toward you, toward your chest. Now that right leg, keep it as close to the ground as you can get it. Ready? Begin to pulse straight up with the head and the chest. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Switch legs. Right knee comes to the chest. Left leg is straight, close to the ground as you can. Pulse. Wow. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Open those elbows, face up to the ceiling. Bend both knees into the chest. Squeeze them into the chest. Hold it. Pressing the belly down. Feel that nice release of the lower back. Straighten both legs away from you. Bring them in again. Bring the chest toward the thighs. Release. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten, bend and hold, pulse at the top. You're going straight up, straight up. So you're aiming your chest toward the ceiling and not toward your thighs. Yeah, yeah. Hold it, open those elbows wide again. Knees out, soles of the feet together, bound angle. So pose in a supine position. We're going to bring the elbows to the knees to the elbows, and then straighten the legs away from you. Here we go again, and straighten. So every time you bring the legs in, take the soles of the feet together again. You exhale when the knees come up. Inhale when the legs straighten. Hold it here, knees to the side and the elbows. Bring the knees together, straighten the right leg, lift the chest a little higher, turn it toward the left knee, and pulse, pulse, just little pulses, oblique, abdominal muscles. Switch sides and stay here. Ready? Here we go. Full on bicycle. All right, you're on your own here. Now, you might want to look at the screen. I'm going to show you something else. I saw bicycles with the leg going straight up. That's another option. Yeah, switch, switch. And all right, feet to the ground, head to the ground. Take a hold of your skull, one hand on either side. Feel the round shape of your skull and press into it. Press into it. Now lift it off the ground and roll your chin to your chest. And bring it back down again. Okay, let's work on the neck. Let's give ourselves a little massage, just a little break here. So this is what I want you to do. Take 2 or 3 fingers. All right, index finger. I like using the index finger and the one next to it. You could also use the ring finger. Turn your head to one side and just massage into those neck muscles. And as you're massaging into them, look for any little bumps, any little irregularities, and then stop there and just press into that spot. Now, if you can't find a spot like that, just keep massaging and moving up and down the muscle. Now the other side, turn the head to the other side, use your other hand. So you just start working around that muscle. And then once you find that lumpy part, or maybe just a sore part, just press and hold. Relax everything as you do that. It's intense. And bring your head back to center here. Take the knees up to the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Oh, geez. That was the wind. Something fell, whatever. It's fine. Okay, feet on the ground. Okay, palms at the tops of your thighs. Pull your navel down toward the ground as you press into your thighs. Now pick the feet up off the ground. Draw those elbows in. Keep pushing. Pull the navel down. And release. Knees to the chest again. Open the arms in a T position. Okay. Swing the right leg over your left leg. Drop your leg slowly to your left side. And then turn your head to the right if that feels good. So you can just feel that nice turn that you put in your torso. And can you feel how you really spread open the right side of your rib cage? And if you breathe more deeply, you can open the spaces between the ribs, the metatarsal, not metatarsal. That's in the feet. What are those called? Those little muscles between the ribs. Okay, that's escaping me. But just breathe and feel those muscles open and soften. All right, now take your awareness to that top right leg, make it heavier, dropping it closer to the ground. Now soften into the left arm and the left shoulder. And now as you breathe, feel the movement at your belly. All right, squeeze the legs together, bring the navel back toward the spine, bring your legs back to center, uncross. All right, now left leg over the right. Oh no, let's take our legs off and let's just walk the sitting bones down toward the bottom of your mat. All right, yeah. Okay, guys, keep doing that. Now take your left leg over your right and then T position with the arms. Slowly let the legs fall to the right. Really slowly. Okay, just wanting to check that everything's okay here. There was a big slam. All right. Yeah, so now we're on the right side. So you've got your left intercostal muscles. Ha ha. Okay, intercostal muscles are the little muscles between your ribs. Feel those move as you breathe. Soften your left shoulder. Then again, if you like to, you can turn your head away from the legs to the left. Soften up that right shoulder and that right arm. Make this a really passive stretch. Make that top left leg heavy. Feel it drop, even if it's just a couple millimeters. Now take your awareness to your belly and observe how it moves from the inside. You observe it moving. All right, squeeze the legs together, draw your navel back, bring your legs back to center here, uncross them. Knees come to the chest, give yourself a big squeeze. Nice. Cross at the ankles and rock up and down your spine. Okay, if you want to work on core some more, when you rock up, don't let your feet touch the ground and hold it. And all the way. All right, bringing it to the table pose. All right, spreading your fingers apart. Look for those middle fingers going straight up to the top of your mat to make a T. Press into the outer edges of both palms and then suction cup the middle of your palms upward. There, do you feel how that lights up your biceps? Okay, and the arms, right? The entire arm, really. Also the chest. Okay, head is relaxed, neck is relaxed because you're looking straight down at your mat between your hands. Okay, remember the neck is part of the spine, right? It's called the cervical spine up there. So keep it in alignment with the rest of your spine. Now pull your navel up without curving your back. Pull it up some more. Why can't I speak today? Left knee comes in about an inch or so. Right leg pushes out with a flexed heel. Push it out. Press into those hands. Don't collapse. Okay? Collapsing usually comes from the chest. When everything gets weak and the chest starts dropping to the ground. If you press into the hands, keep the arms nice and long, you're not going to collapse. Now begin pulsing the right heel up toward the ceiling. Nice pulses. The leg is long. Press through that flexed heel. Nice, nice, nice. Now lift the leg up a little bit more. Listen up. Swing the leg over to the left. Keep the leg straight. Over to the left as far as you can. Let the toes come into the ground. Just the toe pads. Okay, now begin to press your hips back toward that left foot. And then those toes just drag back. And then maybe your belly even falls into your left inner thigh. Now drop your elbows down and release your head. Keep those toes pressing into the ground. Keep that right leg nice and active. Make the torso really soft. So left hip is getting a nice opening here. Listen up. Drop the right knee to the ground and the top of the right foot. Okay, move your hands to the left, not to the right, to the left. Bend the elbows, drop down again. We've got a lateral stretch in the spine, and we're still over that left leg. A little more intensity in the left hip with this. Now feel your belly moving beneath you here. And I want you to notice the movement of your belly and the sensation in your left hip area, wherever you feel it. I just want you to notice that in relationship to your breath. Just feel it. Don't analyze it. Just feel it. All right. Walk your hands back to center. Curl your right toes under. Lift your right knee up. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Now begin to lift up into table pose with the right leg pulled back again. All right. Nice. Now take your right knee towards your right elbow. Curve your back and drop the crown of your head toward the ground. Press into those hands, pull up the belly. Send the legs straight back again, straighten the back. Again, curved back, knee comes in to the right elbow. Send it back. Bring the right knee down next to the left. Lift the left leg, press it back. Flex the left heel. Take a moment to just feel this position. Press into the hands. Arm bones are long, so it's like you're lifting your chest, right? Of course, the back stays straight. Neck is in alignment with the spine because you're looking straight down at your mat. Lift that left heel some more. Press away from the heel, like just press out like you're just shooting energy back through that heel. All right, little pulses right here. Left glutes. Keep pressing into those hands. Keep this really nice and strong. Okay, I know you can feel that. Lift it a little higher. Now swing that leg all the way to the right, as far over as you can get it. Okay, toes touch the ground, right? The toes are curled forward. Now begin to push back, pressing that right hip in the direction of the right leg. Come down. There's the right hip. Drop the elbows, the forehead. Keep the legs straight. Keep pushing into the toe pads. All right, lift up just enough so you can walk your hands to the right a little bit, getting that nice curve at the left side of your body. Now drop the elbows and the head again. And now drop the knee and the top of the foot. Curl your toes, lift that knee, squeeze the left butt cheek, make it really strong, really strong. Lift up, Take your hands back to center. Bring yourself back into table pose just to realign things. Right knee in just a little bit. Send the left leg out. Now bend the knee. Left knee, take it behind the left elbow. Push into the hands, round your back, drop your head. Now send the legs straight back again. Now again to the knee as you round and drop your head. Press into those hands. That's going to give you more space to round. Send it back again. One more time. Bring it in. And back to table pose. All right, nice table pose here. Ready? Make sure everything's aligned. Get your architecture right. And we're going to cat and cow it. Drop your udders, lift your hips, send your chest forward between your biceps, lift from the crown of your head. Oh yeah, soften that belly, just let it drop. Keep pressing into the hands, everyone. If you don't, try it out. Get really soft in the hands and look what happens. Chest falls, shoulders fall. Now press into them. Chest lifts, shoulders open, everything gets strong again. Here we go, curl that tail. We're going to come into a cat pose, rounding your spine to the ceiling, dropping your head. All right, let's take a cat, cow at your own pace. So exhale when you cat, inhale when you cow. All right, curl your toes. Press deeply into your toes. Get the backs of your toes nice and open. Now press your hands toward the front of your mat as you drive your hips back. Hands are stuck into the mat. They're not moving. You just push them forward as if they could move. Nice long spine here. Feel that. Drop the elbows. Okay, belly is close to the thighs, possibly even placed between the thighs here. Now, spread your fingers apart, press into the mat, and look forward just enough that you can see the front edge of your mat. Press more deeply into your hands, into your elbows. Now listen, keep that energy. I want you to pull apart. This is going to be kind of interesting. Feel as if you can pull apart your wing bones from one another. Feel that in the shoulders, upper back. Now soften everything. Drop your head. All right. Lift your head. Look toward the front of your mat. Come back up into table pose. Take your knees back about 3-4 inches or so, tops of the toes into the mat this time. Pull your navel up. Now listen, some of you will not be able to do this. And if you can't, if it doesn't feel good, don't. Do something else. Glide forward here. Push your hip bones toward your wrists and send your heart forward. Now come back again into a child's pose. Now come forward. Remember, we took our knees back a bit from table, hips forward. Yeah, bring it back again. Hips forward. All right, those of you who want to do an up dog, press into the tops of the feet, lift the thighs off the ground. Drop the knees, push back again, everyone. Child's pose. All right, walk your hands towards your knees, curl your toes, come into a squat pose. All right, keeping in mind everyone's squat looks a little different. We're anatomically different. Okay, press your elbows into your inner thighs, and I want you to really think about your tailbone dropping and your pelvis dropping. Yeah, don't hold on to any of it. All right, now we're going to lift from the pelvic floor. Remember, that's between the pubic bone and the anus. Just pick up from there. Pick up from there. Just feel picking up from there. Now lift up. Open your arms into a star pose. Lift your chest toward your ceiling. Come back into a star. Namaste Mudra overhead. We're coming down. Release the pelvic floor. Release the tailbone. Release your pelvis. We're not used to sitting this way, so we can hold tension beneath us and not allow ourselves to really drop down. It's a really good way to equalize the pelvis, the hips, to level the hips. Ready? Lift up from the pelvic floor. Use that energy to lift up. Bring it into a star pose. All right, now lift the chest, bend the elbows this time. Bring the elbows back toward your lower back in that direction. And star pose. Namaste Mudra over the head. Bring it down again. Okay. Yeah, let's do it again. Lift up from the pelvis, pelvic floor. Lift up. Star pose, opening up. Okay, feet facing forward. Okay, legs parallel. Feet are about hip distance apart. Turn the palms away from you and bring them back. Okay, bring them back. Now, palms are up, lifted up toward the ceiling. You're really squeezing the upper back. All right, now sit in a little chair. Swing the arms forward. Come down a little deeper. Wrap your hands around the backs of your ankles and drop your head. Lift your head, swing your arms back, palms are up. Bend your elbows, intertwine your fingers. Straighten the arms behind you. Straighten the legs. Keep your belly close to your thighs, as close as you can. We're coming up into a fold here, a standing fold with the arms up. All right, let's just hang out here for a bit. Okay, so listen. If you can't intertwine your fingers here, just take your hands apart and do the blade shape with your hands. All right, now what I want you to do is let those arms just begin to fall forward toward your head. Don't force it, just let gravity take those arm bones. All right, sit in a chair, knuckles or fingertips back again. Send your arms forward. Bring your hands into Namaste Mudra, take it to your heart. Turn to one side, get that elbow locked into the side of your thigh, twist some more. Spread your wings open if you want to. Give yourself a bind with that left arm if you want to. Twist a little more if you gave yourself the bind. So whether your arm is up to the ceiling or bound, just lift enough to bring your right arm forward. Those of you who have your left arm lifted, drop it, because we're going to lift up, we're going to straighten, twist slightly to the left, and come back. Straighten again, sit in the chair, that right arm comes forward, left arm comes up for those of you who are not bound. Now everyone take your left arm forward. You're in a chair, hands in Namaste Mudra, take it to the heart, twist the other way, take that elbow into your thigh, twist as much as you can, open your wings if you like that, bind if you like that, sit a little deeper, lift the left arm, sit in the chair, straighten up, you're twisted to the right, now bend back, left arm comes over. Left arm comes forward, sit in a chair again. Release the right arm forward, lift up. Swan dive forward, come down. Oh, you're in that nice fold again. Release into this inversion. Press your palms into your shins, look forward. Oh yeah, monkey pose. Okay, we tend to go quickly through monkey pose. Let's just feel this. Now listen. Take your arms out to the sides. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel the backs of your legs. Pull your navel up. Lift your chest a little bit more. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep looking down at the ground. Neck is nice and relaxed. And fold again. Grab your ankles, your feet, the backs of your legs, whatever you can grab. Monkey pose again. There's that nice long back. Right fingertips fall right in front of your feet, center. Bend the right knee, lift that left sitting bone. I want you to feel the left leg open right up, the back of it. You feel that sciatic nerve? Now lift the left arm. Now listen, even though you've got your fingertips into the ground, lift up and away from the fingertips with your shoulder. Switch sides. Left hand takes the place of the right. Left knee bends, right sitting bone lifts, the right leg is straight. Lift the right arm now. Right leg gets that nice release now, the back of it. Come back to center, both hands. Bend your knees, swing your arms forward, lift. Swan dive, down. Monkey pose, drop. All right. Let's walk it into a down dog. So walk your hands forward and your feet back. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And just kind of walk your dog out. Now listen, as you're walking your dog and bending one knee and the other, keep your belly lifted, keep your hips lifted, and not only lifted, push them toward the back of your mat. All right, nice calf muscle release here. Drop both heels as close to the mat as you can get them. Feel your fingers pressing into the mat. Feel the edges of your palms pressing to the mat. Now listen, lengthen your arm bones as you push your chest a little closer towards your thighs. Release your head and your neck. So just a nice, quiet down dog pose. Left foot comes in a few inches. Right leg lifts up. Drop the left heel. Ooh, back of the left leg is nice and open. Circle the right foot just to get the right ankle. Other direction. Nice. Lift it up some more. Turn your hips to the right. Lift that ankle to the ceiling and pulse it. As you're pulsing this, I want you to notice how, because of the turn in your body, you have more pressure in the left arm. So push into that left hand, push away from your mat to keep the left shoulder nice and open and strong. All right, bend the right knee, let the foot fall back a bit, lift the inner thigh. Oh, that feels good. Push yourself back towards your legs. Turn your body so you're facing the mat. Straighten the right leg. Look forward. The right foot comes right between your hands. Get it up there, however. All right, lunge pose. Knees over the ankles, everyone. Right knee over right ankle. Shimmy the left toes back. I want you to get a lot of spread here, a lot of spread. Okay, now squeeze your left butt cheek. Squeeze your thigh muscles around your left thigh bone and press your left heel back, all of those. So left leg is on fire, nice and strong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now rock forward, back, and lift into a T pose. All right. So you can't see yourself, but just imagine that your back, your spine, and the back of your left leg are more or less a straight line. Now I want you to lift that straight line up and away from your right hip. Ooh, notice how that opens the right hip? Yeah, more, lift it. Ah, nice. All right, now bend your right knee, push your left foot back a bit, bend your left knee, kiss it with your right knee, press the knees into one another, hold it, lift your belly, and drop your head. Shiva squat. Right hip is working, you better believe it. Now send the left leg back to a T pose again. Now another Shiva squat, bend the right. Left comes forward, both knees are bent, they're kissing. Knee to the nose to the knee, rounded. Squeeze this thing together. Back to a T pose. Those of you who like to do half moon, if you don't, do another Shiva squat. Right hand comes in a little bit, open the hips to the left, flex the left heel, pull the navel back. You need a lot of core strength because you can also lift your left arm if you want. Bring it back to a T pose, everyone. Look back toward the back of your mat, bend your right knee as you push the left foot back and down. So you're looking for a warrior foundation here. So left foot about 45 degrees out, right knee over the right ankle, coming up. All right, take your hands overhead, intertwine your fingers, sit a little deeper, elbows bent to the side. I think it would be better if I faced you this way for this one. Elbows bent to the side. Okay, now bring your elbows in toward each other and push your chin towards your chest. I'm throwing in another neck and upper back. Now open it up again. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Warrior one. Squeeze that left butt cheek. Push into the outer edge of that left foot. Right arm comes forward. The top of that hand meets the inside of the right inner thigh. Push them into one another. Feel that in your right arm. Now lift the left arm. Bring it back. It turns your torso. Left palm toward the ground. Right arm released. Warrior two. Rotate the right palm up. Let the left arm drop. Right arm comes over. There's the right rib cage again. Feel it? Back to warrior two. Reach out toward the drishti. Drop the right arm. Lift the left. And then those of you who like to bind here, go ahead and put a bind in this. Release the bind. Left arm comes over the ear. Up to warrior two again. Take the right foot, turn it toward the side of your mat. Feet are toed in. Okay, hinge from the hip. We're coming down. Inversion, everyone. Let it go. Let it just drop from the crown of your head, everything. And then, of course, this is wonderful for the neck. Some nice traction. Palms under your head, into the mat or the ground. Straighten your arms. Walk your hands forward for a wide dog. Lift up your belly before you push back. Oh, push back. Head falls between the biceps. And then once the head comes back there, you can release the shoulders and the elbows and just press back with the chest. Gliding forward, walking your hands back toward you. Turn that right foot toward the front of your mat. Okay. And then bring it up, warrior one again. All right, come forward and right pigeon. So move your foot to the side of the mat, knee to the right, push that left leg back, level the hips. Okay, so what do I mean by level the hips? Don't be sideways, don't turn sideways, dropping onto your right hip. Keep both hips more or less level to the ground, and then come on down. And slowly releasing from that, lifting up, curling those back toes, lifting the knee, straightening the leg, press into the hands, send the right leg back, and find your down dog again. So again, you could walk your dog, you could wag tail, whatever feels good. You can just be quiet in your down dog, whatever feels good. Lifting your belly, lifting your hips, pressing them back. Right foot comes in, left foot lifts up, drop that right heel, press the chest back. Feel the fingers pressing into the mat, the edges of your palms. Lift the left leg a little higher. Now turn your torso to the left. Lift the left ankle, there's the left glute, and pulse. Stop the pulsing and make some circles with your feet, releasing your ankles. Bend the knee, let the foot fall back, lift the inner thigh. Press into that right hand, press away from your mat. Remember, it's the right arm that's taking the weight this time. Straighten that leg and rotate so that you're facing your mat again. Look forward. Left foot comes forward between your hands. All right, shimmy those right toes back. Squeeze the right butt cheek. All right, forward, back, forward, back. We're gonna lift into a T pose here. Okay, so first thing you do is you kind of just get some sense of, is my back straight? Is my leg straight? So you've got one big straight line back there. Now lift that T, the top of the T, away from the left leg that's supporting it. Now bend the left knee just a little bit. Bend the right knee, bring it forward, kiss knees together. Drop your head, curve your back. Squeeze those legs together. You're going to feel this in the left hip this time. Back to a T pose. Back to a Shiva squat. T pose. Another Shiva squat. T pose. Okay, more Shiva squats. If you don't like to do half moon, if you're a half mooner, left hand comes in a little bit for balance. You want to really flex that right heel, draw your navel back, look for the energy of your core. You may be able to take your right arm up with this. And everyone back to a T. Look toward the back of your mat there. As you bend your left knee, begin pushing your right foot down and back. Turn it about 45 degrees. Make sure the left knee is over the left ankle. And then make yourself come up for warrior two. Sit a little deeper and a little deeper. Take the left arm forward. Top of that hand presses into the inner thigh and the inner thigh into the hand. So you're real active in that left arm and the left leg. Now reach up with the right, Press into the edge of that back foot. Reach back with the right arm, make it really big. Palm facing down, release the left arm. Warrior two. Rotate the left palm up, drop the right arm, scoop the left arm up toward the ceiling and over. Back to warrior two. Look out to your drishti. Take your heart out to it. Feel the left leg work. Feel the left leg. Soften the shoulders. Make it about the legs, everyone. Drop the left arm. Lift the right. Turn your torso to the right. And if you're a binder, you can put a bind in this with the right arm or both. Release the bind. If you have it, bring that left arm over your ear and bring it back up. And warrior one. And we're coming down for a left-sided pigeon pose. And if you're a person who likes to do pigeon on your back, just flip it over and do it supine. Remember, level hips before you drop the weight. Again, feel where your belly is and how it moves within the pose. And lifting out of this pose. Palms down into the mat under your shoulders. Curl those right toes. Lift the right knee, squeeze the butt, and now you can push up and take that leg back. Walk it to the center of your mat. Okay, bend the knees, drop your belly, drop your head. Bent leg, forward fold, everyone. All right, ready to waterfall? Take those arms back, lift up, inhale. Exhale through an open mouth. Inhale. Three more. Last one, stay down. All right, so just let your head relax here. Let the neck open up. Bend your elbows, gently clasp opposite elbows. And with this, you can open the upper back if you just really allow those wing bones to kind of drop toward the side, away from one another. And now let the head go. Yeah, so it's a really nice release. And then if you like to go side to side, little elephant trunk moving side to side, you can do that. If that's a takeaway, just stay nice and quiet without moving. Back to center, release the arms. We're going to slowly come up here. All the way up to mountain pose. Now really let those shoulders fall. Bring the shoulders up to the ears. Let's do that again. Back and drop. Now slide the chin back. Now release your tailbone. No pressure back there. Arms come up and overhead. Namaste Mudra. Bring it to your heart. And forehead to your fingertips. And release to the ground. Okay, belly into your mat. And let's restore in crocodile. Feet toed in. Soften your lower back, your buttocks, your upper back, your neck. Again, feel where your belly is moving here, pressing into the ground. Here's where we can get the lower back. So as your belly presses into the floor, that is very hard, right? There's nowhere for it to go. It transfers that movement into the body and up to the lower back just behind it. So breathe deeply, pushing your belly into the floor and feel what happens at the lower back when you do that. And lifting up a bit, pressing your palms at your chest level. Elbows are bent. Squeeze those elbows in toward your body and press them down toward the bottom of your mat. Press into your hands. Now, legs are hip distance apart or closer, feet are toed in. Now, take your hands off your mat and just come up into cobra as much as you can without touching your mat. And then gently place them back into the mat if you want to come up a little more or even more and go into a back bend pose. And then when you come back down, try to get your hands off the ground as soon as possible. Try to lift them. Yeah, make your back do all the work. Kiss your forehead into the mat one more time. Come on up. And then a little twist at the top, if that feels good. Okay, now some people, when they're lifting the back, it doesn't feel good to twist, and then you don't do it. All right, forehead into the mat. Release your arms to the sides of your body, palms up, and head turned to one side. Just rest there. And now slowly turn your head to the other side. Now bring your head back to center. Place your palms into the ground again. Push up into table. And then pull back with the tail slightly rounded and the belly lifted. And come back slowly. Make this a really nice, really delicious feeling child's pose. Not just when you're in it, but when you're getting there too. And then you just soften into it, moving your arms into a comfy position. All right. And then if you're staying for Shavasana, flip it over. I'm just going to pick up the computer and sit somewhere else. It's more comfortable. right, so just releasing into your back body. Let everything drop. So you can use the movement of your body as you breathe to really release tension. And I'm sure most of you have done this before. When you inhale, feel the front body, right? That's facing the ceiling, the sky, the heavens. Just feel it open upward. And then when you exhale, all that energy comes back down toward the earth and just drop it through the back of your body, all the way to the earth. Let go of it all. And then now you're freed up for another breath. So you inhale upward, exhale downward. And just think about releasing anything that you don't need, right? When you exhale, you're just going to let it go. Remember, you can always get it again, but for now, release it. We're internally rinsing the body and the mind. So just rinse it all away. And when your mind wanders, just bring it back to the belly, rising and falling. Or maybe to the feeling of the breath at your nostrils. Why don't you go there? Feel that. That's another anchor. Notice the coolness of the inhales, the warmth of the exhales. And remember, you don't need to know, what you're releasing. You can just do it on a really just experiential sense way where you're just feeling yourself opening to the breath. And then exhale and releasing through your body completely, rinsing it. Now take your awareness to your heart center. And every time you inhale, feel the heart open a little bit more. And when you exhale, rinse the heart. Wash the heart. Yeah, you just let it all go. And then again, open it to the inhale, filling it with breath, with life. Exhale, releasing what you don't need. This breath, and then this breath, this breath, and this breath. Give every breath the attention it deserves. Feel the heart become more warm, peaceful, quiet. Feel the mind more peaceful, open and quiet. And if you'd like to put a prayer, an intention, or a sankalpa within your Shavasana practice today, this evening, you can do that now. You can also take that seed to your heart and as you're lifting and opening the heart and releasing it with your exhale, keep the seed there, giving it more life. And with your next exhale, release it. Let it go. Go back to your body, breathing. Slowly making your transition. When you're ready, roll to your side. And slowly make your way to seated pose. And arms out to the sides, palms up. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it back to the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I'll see some of you on Saturday at Yin. And if not, I'll see you on Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Thank you, Laura. That was
You're-
nice.
Thanks, Shelley. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Bye, everyone. Oh my God, Mary. Oh, cutie pie.